Hey everybody, I'm Robert Yerby, and I'm an insurance professional, and admittedly, kind of an insurance nerd. My friends and family tell me that nobody is going to want to listen to a podcast about insurance. So instead, on this show, I'm hoping to share a story or have a conversation with a guest about some relatable experience, and then show you how insurance impacts that story or topic. My hope is you'll enjoy a few laughs with me and maybe learn at least one interesting thing about insurance along the way. Here we go. Hey everybody, it's podcast time. Thanks for listening. This is Robert, and this particular episode, we have the audio version, but also the video version, which we'll post on our YouTube channel. I've got Greg Rueter from R&R Insurance Advisors with me today. Hello, Greg.
Hello there. Hi, Robert. Thank you for letting me join you.
I don't know if you're a fan of the podcast or you listen to the podcast, but I don't often have, other insurance professionals on the podcast. So you are a special guest.
Well, we have the same barber. Our haircut's the same.
Yeah, right on.
It's kind of the loyalty aspect there.
Right on, man. Well, hey, I just want to fill you in on some lifestyle changes that I'm making.
Okay.
And then I feel like you might be a good person to help counsel me on actually some insurance stuff.
Sure.
Okay, so my youngest son has graduated from high school just in the last few weeks. He's going off to college. I live in an apartment in Chandler, Arizona, like in the shadow of his old high school. And it was super convenient at the time. And now I don't need to live here anymore. And so I'm moving out in about 5-6 weeks. And I'm just going to live the nomad life. I'm just going to roam around wherever I want to go, whenever I want to go.
Okay.
So I'm in the process. You can't really see it here in my office, but like all of this stuff behind me, that's going to get given away or sold for practically nothing. I'm going to get down to a briefcase with my laptop and everything I need to work, and then 2 duffel bags. And that's it. Like only stuff that I can carry myself through an airport. That's all I'm going to have with me.
All right.
And yeah, so I won't bore you with, different places I want to go right now because I'm heading towards something. I have this condo in Tucson. It's about 90 miles from here.
Okay.
And it's set up as a short-term rental. And it performs pretty well. I'll go every once in a while for a weekend to hang out, but it really is a pretty busy short-term rental.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to keep it so that I've got just sort of like a home base to like come back to. And, I can park my car there. I can keep, some personal items and, business files and stuff. But I don't plan to stay there. It's definitely not going to be my primary residence.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say for sure how many nights I might actually sleep there, but it won't be a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds fun, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So I tell my guy friends this, and usually they're like, "Oh man, that sounds amazing. That sounds great."
And I go with.
And then I tell like female friends and family and stuff, and they're just like, "Oh no. Oh, what are you gonna do with your stuff?" Yeah. Right. Like something's wrong.
Right.
Oh. But here's the thing. So when I go off someplace, my plan is I'm going to be there for at least a month at a time. Because I want to go see new places, and I just want to really experience it and immerse myself in it. And I don't think you can do that in a week.
Right.
So I'm going to be leaving behind my car in the carport at the condo in Tucson for a month at a time. And the real estate, I mean, I don't know. I sort of worry about, what's going on with the place.
Yep.
I have a guy that can check in on it, but there won't be somebody there, constantly checking on the condition.
Sure.
And I, like everybody else, am struggling with, the cost of insurance premiums for both my car and my real estate. I've got a condo property there. It's a landlord policy, but
Okay.
it's real estate. Um, and our premiums are going up here in Arizona, like I think they are pretty much
Yep.
everywhere else.
Absolutely.
Um, and you're one of my go-to guys on affordability issues, and maybe this would be a good time to explain what it is that you guys do at R&R.
Sure. Yeah, you got it. Well, interesting. Good luck. Should be fun. We'll have to chat offline about your locations that you want to go or places to check out. Might be fun. Couple of things that popped into my mind as you were talking about that. Our primary product through R&R Insurance Advisors is a product called Deductible Defender. It's not new in the marketplace, been around 17 years, over 7 million people have it. We're just kind of bringing it into the insurance space here over the last few years. One of the extra benefits that are part of Deductible Defender for the home protection plan, in addition to some deductible reimbursement benefits, in your situation, what really hit me was you have all the appliances in your condo that aren't going to be used. You don't use the dishwasher, the refrigerator's not doing its normal stuff. It's extra wear and tear on it and causes them to break down. One of the ancillary benefits of the home protection plan is an appliance and electronics repair reimbursement. So you're gone, you're there for a month, great, you use it. Now you're gone for 6 weeks, 8 weeks, you come back, refrigerator doesn't work, or you try running the dishwasher and the seal got all dried out because it hasn't been used. You need to call a handyman or appliance repair person to come into your house and fix that.
Yeah.
You would get 50% back of the repair costs. The key being it would have to be your primary residence. So even though it might be a landlord policy, is that address of that condo in Tucson on your driver's license?
It is. Yeah.
Then you would be able to say, nope, even though it's unit number 8 in that condo, that is my primary residence. It's on my driver's license. And you would have that extra benefit, which probably would be very beneficial. I could see you actually utilizing the appliance and electronics repair just because today's electronics and appliances, laundry equipment, everything, they're designed to be used. They want to be used. Sitting for a long period of time can create issues. I think you'd see some value there. The bigger piece, I look at, if your car is sitting there, you're not putting many miles on, raise that collision deductible, wherever you're at today, 500 or 1,000, raise that to 2,000. You're not putting many miles on. In the event of a claim, you'd have to pay the $2,000. You get $1,000 back from us an unlimited number of times. So, the windstorm comes through and pelts it with sand, the carport falls over on your car, somebody steals it, heaven forbid, whatnot, you file a claim with your carrier, we would have some benefits there. But I think back to the financial aspect and trying to be a trusted advisor, looking at your personal situation to maybe make some adjustments to your insurance policies that are in place and take advantage of Deductible Defender to give you a nice buffer. Yep, I'm raising those deductibles to take advantage of some premium savings because I'm not driving as much or it's just sitting around. But then being able to offset that additional exposure of a higher deductible with Deductible Defender to bring your net deductible back down. But along the way, you're saving $40, $50, $60 a month on your insurance coverage, which gives you some more money to pay for an Uber or whatever as you're out being a nomad.
Yeah, right. Okay. And, I don't have financing on my vehicle anymore. It's an older vehicle. I've also contemplated just like getting rid of the insurance altogether, other than the liability.
Right.
But the fact that I won't be there kind of monitoring it, I don't know, gives me pause because anything can happen.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds like fun.
Yeah. It is a good time. And I'll tell you where I'm going too. So this is what I have booked so far. I'm going to Panama City for 5 weeks in December and overlapping Christmas and New Year's.
Okay.
So before we jumped on here, you asked me, what I was going to do for Father's Day, and I was like, nah, I'm not doing anything. That's sort of my thing. I don't like traveling during holidays,
Okay.
right? Because that's too hectic.
Yep.
My family lives mostly in cold climates. I don't want to go to their place for Christmas. I've given them opportunities to come see me in Arizona. They don't want to. Fine. I'm out
Yep.
of here. I'm just going to do my own thing uh, on Panamanian time, and I'll FaceTime with them or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Drop them a postcard. You're good.
And then in February, I'm going to spend a month in Galveston, Texas. I've never
Mhm.
been.
Okay.
Thought I'd check it out. I think that is not high season yet.
Mhm.
So that works for me too. I don't like it when it's just elbow to elbow people. I don't need to get in the water, so the fact that the water will be cold doesn't bother me. I just want to
Right.
hear
You
waves.
get enough heat in Arizona, you don't need that. Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. So I haven't decided if I'm going to drive to Galveston or if I'll fly to Houston and get a ride down. I'm not sure, but it seems
Mhm.
very walkable once you're on the island.
Yeah.
But here again, if I've left the car for already 5 weeks when I went to Panama, do I want to leave it for another month? I'm not totally sure.
Right. Hmm. Interesting.
I've also thought
Yeah.
about just
And
selling it.
yeah, yeah, very true. Um, yeah, I haven't been to Galveston either. I've looked at it and we've pondered that. Does look very beautiful. I could see yourself extending your stay there for a while.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to have to get back to Arizona because I have season tickets for the Cubs spring training in March. So I'm definitely going to head back here.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good time of the year to be there. And spring baseball is always fun.
Absolutely.
Outside.
So just tell me a little bit more about your deductible defender and where people find out about it. Where do they get? Where do they buy it? Is it a mail order
Sure.
thing or what?
Got it. Yeah, deductible defender, the idea, actually about 3 years ago as the personal lines insurance market, well, I guess the entire insurance market was going crazy and kind of referred to as the hard market with rates going up and especially
Yeah.
homeowners, significant changes there and for deductibles and how policies are written and roof schedules, percentage deductibles instead of flat deductibles, a lot of crazy things going on and hard for the customer to understand and grasp. We see it on the news, we see the storms. There's no shortage of stuff in the news about insurance and things that Mother Nature is doing around the country and around the world. Um, so it kind of gave me the opportunity to look at our portfolio of products that we've had in the financial services space. So banks, credit unions, finance companies, dealerships, all of that, to see what we could bring to the independent insurance market. And one of them that has been around for over 17 years, there's over 7 million people that have one of these plans. So got two rock solid carriers behind it, A-rated carriers. So again, they've been around, they're going to be here and giving the insurance agent the opportunity to sit down with their clients and give them some options. I'm being forced to a $5,000 homeowners deductible or 1% all perils, 2 and 3% wind and hail. Well, in a lot of parts of the country, a starter home is $400,000 to $500,000. That's hard for people to grasp when I've been used to a $1,500 or $2,500 homeowner deductible. So
Yeah.
we can package our deductible defender for home with those changes, whether they're mandated or just a smart business decision to save some money on my insurance. So it gave us the opportunity to work with independent insurance agents across the country to give them another tool, but something that's truly a win-win. It helps the customer. People use it. Again, they've been around a long time, but it also gives the agent some options of, Robert, your auto insurance premium doesn't matter that you're not driving as much, or, you don't have as much exposure as maybe some of my other insureds, but you still need to carry insurance. And what can we do to offset those premium increases? Because it's, on average, what is it? Even auto insurance is up 55% combined in the last 4 or 5 years. Homeowners premiums have more than doubled as well in probably a shorter amount of time. And for people, strapped for cash, or a lot of people not having liquid funds available in case of an emergency. And of course, that emergency always happens around the holidays or a kid's birthday or spring break trips or whatever. Life happens. And Deductible Defender kind of comes in to help out and gives them some peace of mind. But it's good for the agent, give them some more options to shop some alternatives, trying to offset some of those premium increases, but also, again, is a proven strategy to be there and help the customer out, bring down their net deductible. There's also some vehicle repair reimbursement benefits, just like home appliance and electronics, like we talked about. Different variations of it. A lot of times we'll refer to it, and actually heard it from one of our agency partners. It's like Aflac for your auto, Aflac for your home. It's just this group of benefits that follows the individual, because it's not tied to that individual car or truck that you're driving. You maybe want to get a motorhome for your nomad travels. It's eligible on that as well. So pretty much anything you own and insure other than your home. And then you could also do it on your primary resident. You can get it from your local insurance agent. If they don't have it, they can reach out to us and we can get them set up in no time and give them some alternatives to help their customers survive this crazy market that we're in. But deductibledefender.com, the website is being redone, should be ready here by the end of June 2025. And there'll be a lot of information there that people can, gather information, do their research, all of that, see if it makes sense. But ultimately, we always suggest go back to your insurance agent, ask them about Deductible Defender, find us, our insurance advisors, my company, Deductible Defender, on your social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, all of that. And track us down. We'll point you in the right direction and get you to one of our appointed agents across the country.
I'll make it easy for them. I'll just put a link in the show notes. It'll be right
There you
there. Yeah.
Yep.
Easy enough. So you mentioned the motorhome. It reminded me of something else that I think you had told me maybe a couple months before. It doesn't matter how many cars I have, right? I just
Correct.
buy one membership.
Yep. Absolutely. Unlimited number of VINs. So it doesn't matter if, just a single person with one vehicle, like your current situation, or, your son who just graduated high school, if he has his own vehicle, maybe you have a couple motorcycles, side by sides, boat, jet ski, unlimited number of VINs for that same $179 a year is what most of our agents sell it for. One price covers it all. So for less than 50 cents a day, there's a lot of value there. And it doesn't take long to offset the cost of Deductible Defender by making a small change to your auto policy. If you're at a $500 comp deductible or collision, bump it to $1,000. There aren't many accidents these days that cost less than $1,000 because of cost of labor and cost of parts. So why should I have a $500 deductible? Let's go to 1,000. Now, when you have that claim and pay your deductible, you'll get reimbursed an unlimited number of times, up to $1,000 each time. So if a hailstorm comes through, you got two vehicles and a camper hit, and maybe your house, all individual claims, they exceed your deductible, you pay your deductible. Think of it like an expense report. I own it, I insure it, I paid my deductible. Deductible Defender will get you reimbursed per the policy limits, but it really gives a nice sense of relief to the customer that when I had the issue, my insurance agent was there, Deductible Defender was there to help me out.
Yeah. It's funny you mentioned hail. My previous episode was with my buddy Justin, and he's a hail adjuster, and he's busy all year long, traveling the country, just looking at hail damage all year.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
It never stops.
No, absolutely. Yeah. And again, looking at, the radar maps from around the country and the storms that happen, the benefits get used, and I guess, that you like that. You want your customer to see value in what you're offering them. You want it there in their time of need. The price points are great. It's very affordable for the customer, but also can make a meaningful difference on their overall insurance spend, every month or every 6 months or every year, and definitely worth a look.
Good deal. Okay, so yeah, if you're an agent and you want to be able to offer it, yeah, we'll put a link in the show notes, get you in touch with Greg. If you're a consumer and you just think it sounds like a great idea, yeah, ask your agent about it, or be watching or maybe some marketing emails from your financial institution. I mean, I'm an agent. I work with financial institutions. I've talked to my clients about it. And again, we'll put a link in the show notes. You can get some more information.
Yeah, sounds great.
All
I
right.
appreciate it.
And Greg, I'll talk to you maybe a little offline about where I'm going. Maybe I'll drop you
All
a
right.
postcard.
Yeah.
All right. Look for it in your mailbox there in central Minnesota.
Yeah, I'll live vicariously through you for a while and enjoy your travels.
All right, man. Well,
All
have a
right.
good weekend. I'll talk to
You
you again
too.
soon.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks for your time, Robert. Take care.